Okay, hey everybody. Today I'm gonna talk about access. I'm gonna talk about um I'm gonna talk about access. Access is when someone can text you or write to you directly. When someone has your number, when someone a way to contact you, that's access. And I have learned now that you have to think twice before giving someone access to your life. Because without access, someone cannot manipulate you, someone cannot do anything. It's about access. I hope you understand what I mean. Imagine someone has your number, right? And someone can just send you a nasty message, okay? Or you have a friend that is being disrespectful to you and you keep on answering and you guys argue all this stuff, you know, you could have s- not induced all this pain, this and that, if they didn't have access to you, you know. I think access is something that we humans have to think twice before engaging. If someone asks you for, can I have your number? You can say no, but you can have my social. Yeah. You can have my social because I have given out my number freely like this, you know. But as soon as someone has access to you, they have access to control your emotion. They have access. Someone can determine in this phone, right? Someone can determine how I'm gonna feel. You see what I mean? Someone can call me and tell me the most nastiest thing in the phone. Arguments, all this stuff. It's really about access. Don't just give your number out like this, okay? If someone asks you, where can I, because it's normal. For example, this guy asked me on Instagram, blah blah. Um, where he's planning a date, and he has planned the date, and he has me on my social, and he asked me, can I get your number or can I get another way to contact you? No, you can't. This is, it's not even to be mean, this and that, but this is how you protect your peace and you protect your boundary. you know the people that you don't want to engage with, the people that you don't want in life, you don't engage with them, you don't talk to them, you don't give them access. you know if someone has access to you on social media, on one platform, that is good enough. That is good enough. Then it's like, okay, you can talk to me here. I don't have any other social. And this is something that, the thing I'm talking about is phone number calling. Don't give out your number, okay? Especially for me as a dancer, or when I'm going out and I'm performing. Do you know what I always do? I go on my phone, I take the fly modus, and then I take do not disturb. I take the fly modus and then I take do not disturb 2 hours, 3 hours before I go and perform. Imagine 3 hours before I go and perform. Nobody can reach me. Nobody can reach me. My phone is shut. Um, and I'm just there preparing. It's the same with, actually, I don't engage so much. For example, when I'm going to battle, or I'm going to perform in a big stage with a lot of people, and I'm going to perform with other people, I don't engage so much with them. You see what I mean? Because they are also stressed, I'm also stressed, and then it's the energy exchange. If someone is stressed, another person is stressed, we are stressed together, it becomes bigger and worse. But it's much more better if we just separate it, we deal with our own emotion alone. Before I stretch, I breathe in and out, I relax myself, this and that, and then I go, and then I do my best, and I have this mindset like, I'm the best and I'm gonna do this, and after that, when I'm finished, 2 hours later, then I check my phone, because then I'm finished. And I knew someone that has done the completely opposite. That person just had her phone, there, didn't take do not disturb, or you know didn't take that someone cannot call them. Before that person was gonna perform, yeah, you know what happened? Someone called them and say, hey, your grandmother died. How do you think her performance went? How do you think her performance went? And how do you think she treated all of us? Yeah. um and second, I had a friend. We were together and we were gonna go and battle. We were ready, all that prepared. Her boyfriend is there. Before us performing, 10 minutes before, her boyfriend pulls her aside and tells her, I want to break up with you. I want to break up with you right now. We went down in the toilet. She cried. She cried. I told her, please don't fuck me up now. I motivated her. I told her, don't fuck me up right now. We have trained for this. All this stuff. The moral of the story is about access, guys. All our problems is about access. You see what I mean? It's not. It's like the people closest to you or whatever is. For example, me with my phone number. Now I realize, like, because social media is something else. Social media, you need to go on the app. You need to go in the Instagram. You know, but in the phone service, you don't need. You can just wake up, or someone can just call you, or you just wake up, and then you just got a message popped up like that. It's just about access. I recommend, um really, really, for me, I want to live a peaceful life. I want to live a meaningful life. And this is about whoever has access to you, indicate your future. If you have important people like COA, a business people, business partner that have your phone number, yeah, then it's something else, because then you just talk about business. But if you have there are some friends that just calls you to talk about, do you know what this guy did? About just relationship, toxic relationship, again and again and again and again. You become tired, you become exhausted, you don't want to, you pick up because you kind of feel bad. um and this is just like, cut these people off. um you have to have small circle, a really small circle, because the more people know you, and the more people that get like, you have to see yourself as kind of like a celebrity, or kind of as uh, someone that like people cannot easily get in touch with. It's not because you play hard to get. For example, if there is something important, someone, again, about business or our friendship, that inspires you, you both inspire each other, is it's an important friendship, that a friendship has to be both inspire each other. Yes, then answer, take the phone, that is something else. But if it's just a friendship of someone that just talks about guys and their bad decision, and it's about the same complaint again and again and again, they just complain about the same stupid situation, and they don't want to move out of that situation, they don't want to find a way, just wasting your time, you're wasting your energy when you're listening to this. You have to see your time as money, as valuable. You cannot just sit there and listen to someone talk about the same ex that they have been together with since uh, God knows, just about the same goddamn thing. Because like, it's just wasting your time. Those 3 hours you start listening, you could have walked 3 hours. Yeah. And you can go more than 10,000 steps a day that is healthy for you. So I realized, like, you really gotta, access is the most important thing. You cannot, yeah, you cannot, because it's the same with people that knows you and people that have access to you. They will never celebrate you. They will never like, they will never celebrate you. And if you do, if you're doing better than them, they get jealous and they want to drag you down, but they don't say, oh, I'm jealous, but they want to drag you down. Things that they say to you, for example, if you say like, yeah, I wanna, I want to live as a dancer, and they say like, no, but it's not possible, this and that and that. It's like subconsciously they talk negative about my dreams, or they talk negative. And if you have people closest to you that don't believe you, it's difficult for you then to believe in yourself that you can do all this stuff. So it's just like, have a little circle. you know you people are exhausted because you hang out with people that just drain your energy. The things that they talk about, it's not even they don't inspire you. Relationships, like, all I believe all our problems is about people. Like, also, like, I've had some problems with my landlord, you know and do you know why? It's because he has access to me in the phone. And I've had some friends that tells me like, yeah, actually, I don't have the number for my landlord, and I'm like, damn, should have, you know. But like, so I realized like it's about access. It's about access. Someone cannot send you a message and complain about what you did, like, complain about this and that if they don't have you, if they don't have access to your phone number. They cannot. Um, if for example you can give out Gmail, this is how to contact me. Most likely, you will not see someone send you a Gmail and say, hey, I didn't like when you didn't do that and that. I didn't like that you did that. I didn't like that you. Nobody's gonna send you a Gmail. Gmail is really like format. So that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, just keep the access minimal. You know, if you have people in all sense of social media platform that you know it's just, for me, I feel it's like exhausting and drained. For example, this year 2026, yeah. I'm focusing a lot about myself, and I'm focusing about like, I'm focusing about myself and just pouring back to me. And when you focus on yourself and pouring back to you, like, everything changes. you know um not just everything changes, but you truly start to see. That's why they say, you know if you're confused about something or whatever, you gotta pull back, and then you can see much more clear. Ever since I pulled back my energy, I things have just been much more clear. Ever since I've started to put time in myself. you know I'm gonna talk about this in the next video.